Ituloy natin yung discussion natin sa mathematical problem solving. So, sa lesson na ito, we will do 4 problem solving strategies. The first one is guess and check, but we do so intelligently. This strategy is also known as trial and error. Pero again, dapat intelligently yung ating pag-trial and error, hindi lang random. For example, consider a product of 3 consecutive integers equaling 314,364. What is the largest of the 3 integers? So, anong itsura ng product ng 3 consecutive integers? Paano ang guess and check dito na random, na hindi intelligent? Well, papaisa-isahin mo yung mga numbers. 1 times 2 times 3, you get 6. Hanggang sa marating mo yung gusto mong product, which is 300,000. Pero sobrang layo niyan. So, ang napaka-disorganized ng ating pag-guess and check. So, how do we do so intelligently? And the first insight, ano ang masasabi nyo sa, eh, probably the most crucial insight, ano ang masasabi nyo sa product ng 3 consecutive integers? So, ituloy pa natin kahit isa pa siguro. So, ito ay, ilan ito? Ay, ito yung 120, ano? Ito, ilan lang ito? 60, okay. So, sana mapansin nyo na, yung mga numbers na yan ay malapit sa isang perfect cube. So, halimbawa, 6 is close to 8, which is a perfect cube. 24 is close to 27, a perfect cube. And so on. Lagi siyang ganon. At hindi lang siya basta random na perfect cube, it is the product of 3 consecutive integers is close to the perfect cube ng aling number nung nasa gitna. Ito, yan. Dito, 3. So, that's the key insight na a product of 3 consecutive integers that is close to a perfect cube. Okay, so ganun lang. Ibig sabihin, kunin natin yung cube root nito. So, the cube root of 314,364 using a calculator. Okay, kakalkyo ko. This is 67.99. Around 67.99. So, of course, this is very close to 68. So, ibig sabihin, our guess, based on the pattern, 68 yung nasa gitna. So, yung nakapaligid sa kanya ay 69 and 67. And upon multiplying these three numbers, so ito na yung hula natin. Okay, multiply natin yung three numbers, we get this actual number. So, tama ang ating sagot. So, therefore, this is the product. These are the 3 consecutive integers that we are looking for. Ang tanong ay, what is the largest? So, the answer is 69. So, ganun lang. Okay, so that's one possible solution. What's an alternative solution? Actually, marami, no? So, another way is to realize that 314,000 is very close to 343,000. Ano ang special sa number na ito? Sige nga, pause the video at isipin what's special about this number. Okay, again, ganun lang din. Similar sa kanina, this is very close to 70 cube. So, ibig sabihin, ang number na hinahanap natin, it's very close to 70. Ang tatlong numbers na hinahanap natin ay very close to 70 kasi pag minultiply mo kung tatlong 70 yan exactly, you get this. But the product we want is a bit smaller. So expect na mas maliit ng konti to sa 70. Okay. Ano pa ang pwedeng manghuhula lang ba tayo 68, 69, 70 and so on? Pwede rin, pero gamitin natin. Pwede rin nating dagdag sa intelligent guessing ay yung last digit. Halimbawa, so, ito yung mga candidates natin. Smaller than 70 dapat, no? So, something like this. 68, 69, 70. This is smaller than 70 cube. So, sino pa ang smaller than 70 cube? Pwede rin 69, 70, 71. This is a bit smaller than 70 cube. Pero, wala nang sense i-consider ito. 70, 71, 72. Wala nang sense yan kasi sure na tayong mas malaki yan sa 70 cube. Tama ba? Kasi itong dalawa, mas malaki na sa 70. Okay, so sino pa yung mga candidates natin? Ito. At by the way, kung ang assumption dito, kunwari, walang calcu tayo ha. So, kunwari, ano tayo, nagme-mental tayo. So, how do you guess and check intelligently? So, yan siguro yung mga candidates natin na malapit sa 70 cube. O, kahit idagdag natin si 65 siguro. Okay. Malapit sa 70 cube. So, these are our candidates. How do we guess and check intelligently kung wala tayong calcu? Kung may calcu ka, ipasok mo na lang. Tapos, tingnan mo kung sino yung mag-i-equal dito. Pero how do you do it intelligently? And the answer is eliminate. Halimbawa, dito, without even using a calculator, what will be the units digit? Okay, that's correct. Kasi merong 0, so of course, the units digit will be 0. So, eliminated na yun agad. And the same is true here kasi merong 0. How about here? What's the units digit? E di, tingnan mo lang yung units digit. 7 times 8 is 56. So, 6 yung dulo. 6 times 9 is 54. So, ibig sabihin 4 yung dulo. And if you look here, 4 yung dulo. So, may chance tayo. O, ituloy lang natin. 6 times 7, that's 42. So, 2 yung dulo. Times 8, that's 2 times 8 ay 16. So, 6 yung dulo. So, eliminated na to agad kasi hindi siya 4. At dito naman, meron uling maganda. 5 times 8 is 40. So, 0 na yung dulo agad. So, eliminated na to agad. So, this is our candidate. So, kahit na wala tayong calcu, matagal to i-solve, pero at least isa lang yung kailangan natin i-check. Hindi mo kailangan i-multiply lahat itong mga iba. And again, tama naman yung ating hula. So, this is the correct answer. Okay, the next strategy is called divide and conquer. This is also called consider cases. So, ang sinasabi dito sa consider cases, account for all the possibilities. Pag mahirap i-solve directly yung isang problem, i-breakdown mo siya into cases. Okay, sige, try natin. How many integers between 1 and 2020 inclusive, so that means kasama si 1 and 2020 sa pilian, are divisible by 4 and 6? Okay. Ibig sabihin, dapat divisible siya by 4 o kaya divisible by 6. Or both. Pwedeng both. Sige, tingnan natin. Ilan muna yung divisible by 4 muna? So, case 1. How many are divisible by 4? Okay. What's the first integer divisible by 4 dito sa listahan natin? And the answer is 4 itself. Sino yung susunod? 8. So, we are considering all the cases, 12, and so on. Hanggang marating natin si 2016 and kasama si 2020, ang ating pinakadulo. Okay, next question. How many numbers, so yan na lahat ng integers divisible by 4. Okay, case 2. How many are divisible by 6? Ay, may by pala dito. Okay. So, 6, 12, 18. Ay, by the way, dagdagan ko tong listahan na kasi may mahalaga kayong dapat makita mamaya. So, ano to? 16, 20, sige, 24, and so on. Tapos, teka, 2020 divided by 6. So, 2020, 2016, 2012. Okay. Dito naman, ganun din. So, 24, and so on. Sino yung huling divisible by 6? Paano natin gagawin? Well, 2020 divided by 6, ito ay 336.67 bar on top. 336.67. So, how do we know the last number na divisible by 6? Well, ibig sabihin, dahil may butal na ito, tatanggalin mo yan. So, nagigets ba? 2020 divided by 6 ay 336 point something, pero may butal. So, ibig sabihin, si 2020 ay hindi divisible. But 336 times 6, that will be exactly divisible by 6. At yun yung pinakamalapit kay 2020. So, 336 times 6 ay 2016. So, the last, dito sa listahan na to, from 1 to 2020, 2016 ang divisible by 6 na huli. So, sino yung mga nasa harap niya? 2010, 2004, ilan to? 1998, and so on. Okay. So, next question. So, how many numbers are in this list? So, meron tayong paano gagawin ng mabilis? At ang pinakasimple ay, i-divide mo by 4 para makita mo agad kung ilan sila kasi nagsiskip count ka by 4. So, divide everything by 4. Ito ay 1, 2, napakaganda. Divided by 4, and so on. Hanggang marating natin si 2020 divided by 4 ay 505. So, automatically, 505 digits ang nandito. So, napakaganda nung change perspective natin. How about here? How many integers are in this list? Di ganun din. We divide by 6. So, 6 divided by 6 ay 1. 12 divided by 6 ay 2. And so on. Hanggang marating natin yung huli, 2016 divided by 6, nagawa na natin to kanina, this is 336. So that means there are 336 numbers in this list. So are we done? I-add na lang ba ito? So, sir, the final answer is 505 plus 336. And that's my answer. Ganun na ba kasimple? Have we accounted for all the possibilities? Okay, sana mag-gets nyo the answer is no. Bakit? Look at our list. 4, 8, 12, and so on. Look at this list. 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on. Meron tayong na-overcount. At sino precisely yung mga na-overcount natin? Sige, pause the video at pag-isipan. Ano ang characteristic ng mga numbers na ito? Yung mga twice natin na bilang, imbis na once lang. Ulit ha, si 4, 8, 16, 20, 6, 18, 30, and so on, walang problema. Kasi na-count lang natin sila once. Ang problema dito sa total na ito, mayroon tayong mga numbers na doble yung nabilang. At sila ay si 12, 24, and so on. Ano ang common sa mga numbers na yan? Up to the last one are 26. The last one is 2016. Ano ang common sa kanila? Okay, and the answer is, sila ay lahat divisible by 12. So we have to account for case 3, namely, numbers that are divisible by 12. At yung case 3, sige, gawin muna natin. So case 3, numbers that are divisible by 12. And by the way, what is special about 12 in relation to 4 and 6? And the answer is 12 is the LCM of 4 and 6, the least common multiple. Ang pinakamaliit na number greater than 1 na common sa kanila, na common multiple nila ay si 12. Okay, lista natin. So 12, 24, and so on hanggang makarating tayo kay 2016. And again, how many numbers are in this list? I-divide natin by 12 para kitang-kita agad. So 1, 2, and so on until 330. Oh, mali. Until this time, saan tayo magdi-divide? We are dividing by 12. So 2016 divided by 12 ay 168. So there are 168 numbers in this list. Last question. How do we use this number? Okay, that's correct. Dahil pag tinotal mo itong lista numbers dito, yan ay 505 numbers. Pag tinotal mo ito lahat, yan ay 336 numbers. But you overcounted. So si 12 ay twice mo na bilang. Si 24 ay twice mo na bilang. Ayaw natin ng twice bilangin. So we have to remove exactly once. You have to remove 168. Nagigets ha kung bakit ha? Ibig sabihin, itong mga nakabilog na ito, 168 sila lahat dito sa taas. Dito sa baba, 168 sila lahat. Then, twice mo na bilang yung 168 na yun ay part ng 505. It's also part of 336. Tig 168. Gusto mo once lang bilangin yung 168 na yun. So, you have to remove it once kasi twice mo siya nabilang. So, this will be the final answer. So, yan ay 673. 505 plus 336 minus 168. Tama. 673. This is 673. Okay. Sa mga nalilito pa rin, we can use a Venn diagram to illustrate this further. So, parang ganito siya. Isipin nyo yung laman ng box ay lahat ng integers from 1 to 2020. So, yan ang ating universal set. Yung lahat ng laman ng box. Merong mga numbers divisible by 4. Ito sila. Set A, ito. Kasama yung overlap. Meron mga divisible by 6. At ito yon. Let me use a different color. Ito. Yan yung mga divisible by 6. Okay. Kasama yung overlap. Ano ang masasabi natin sa overlap na ito? Sila yung mga divisible by 4 and by 6 at the same time. At sino yon? Sila mismo yung mga divisible by 12. The LCM, the least common multiple of 4 and 6. Sige, nung binilang natin itong case 1, binilang natin sila lahat, yan ay 505. So that means ang nandito at nandito. So ulit ha, lahat kasi ng divisible by 4 ay ito. So kasama yung overlap sa 505. How about yung divisible by 6? Nung binilang natin yung divisible by 6, 336 silang lahat. So that means kasama dito at dito. Again, ito yung ating buong divisible by 6. So ano ang problema? We overcounted yung overlap, twice natin nabilang. At ilan yung overlap? 168. That means 168 was counted twice. So we have to remove 168 talaga. So by subtracting 168, itong isang check ay binura natin essentially. So, by subtracting 168, mawawala itong isang check. Di sakto na. Nabilang mo itong part na ito once, itong overlap once, at itong part na ito once. So, yan ang exact na bilang. Okay, again, kung nalito, comment down below. The third strategy is called organizing our data. Sige, so let us simplify this number. Intindihin muna natin kung ano raw siya. 2 squared plus 4 squared plus and so on until 2018 squared and 2020 squared. So ano muna itong first part na ito? Yan yung sum ng first few even integers na naka-square. 2 squared, 4 squared, 6 squared, 8 squared, and so on hanggang 2020 squared. Okay, so medyo malinaw naman kung ano ito. Pero may minus pa. Minus 1 squared, minus 3 squared, and so on until minus 2019 squared. So, ano naman yung minus natin? Okay, we are subtracting the first few squares of the positive odd integers. 1, 3, 5, and so on until 2019, pero naka-square, tapos minus siya. Okay. So, paano natin ito isi-simplify? Well, kung masipag ka, i-calculate mo hanggang makarating ka dito, tapos i-minus mo dito. Pero sobrang tagal. Again, problem solving tayo, so kailangan natin ng mga guessing involved. So, nobody will teach you how to do this. So, how do you organize your data? And again, walang magtuturo sa'yo, pero ano ang masarap gawin dito? Tingnan mo, 2 squared. Tapos meron kang minus 1 squared. So, pwede mong pasadahan again, pero napaka-inefficient nun. Ano ang parang special dito sa 2 squared minus 1 squared? And ano ang special kay 4 squared? Oops. Ano ang special kay 4 squared at minus 3 squared? And so on hanggang 2018 squared minus 2017 squared at 2020 squared minus 2019 squared. Okay, and the answer is, we will go back to your high school algebra. So, ito ay a squared minus b squared. At ang special sa kanya ay, this can be written as a minus b, sana maalala nyo, fina-factor lang natin, times a plus b. Okay, so ano ang special, ano pa, bukod doon, ano pa ang maganda? 2 squared minus 1 squared, ang mangyayari kasi dyan ay 2 minus 1 times 2 plus 1. At itong part na ito, sana nag-gets sa a squared minus b squared. So, naging AB, isang minus, isang plus. Ito yan. AB, isang minus, isang plus. Okay. Ang maganda sa 2 minus 1, 1 lang yan. So, ito na lang yung poproblemahin natin. And the same is true for all the other pairs. Kahit gaano pa siya kalaki. Look at this pair. 2020, 2019. Gawin natin. 2020 minus 2019 squared. Yan ay magiging 2020 minus 2019 times 2020 plus 2019. Edi ano na lang ito? Ito again ay 1 lang. So, ito na lang yung paproblemahin natin. So, yun yung tinatawag nating organize your data. Instead of going through the data literally, ini-rearrange natin siya somehow para mas maging manageable. Okay, so isulat na natin ang ating formal solution. So dito ay we have 2 squared minus 1 squared times 4 squared minus 3 squared. Sige, isulat natin pa yung missing term dito times 6 squared minus yung dito naman ay 5 squared para lang mas makita natin yung pattern. I think tatlo na yan, so pwede na tayong and so on until 2018 squared minus 2017 squared times 2020 squared minus 2019 squared. Oops, I'll use yellow. Sige. Now we factor. Gagamitin natin itong property sa taas. So, dito ay a squared minus b squared. Yan ay tig isang piraso. Pero isang minus, isang plus. Dito naman sa blue, ganun din. Tig isang piraso for 3. Isang minus, isang plus. 6, 5, minus, plus. And so on until 2018, 2017. Isang minus, isang plus. And lastly, 2020, 2019. Minus, plus. Okay. Ano na yung magandang gawin? Okay, now we can cancel. Oops. So, ito, 2 minus 1, yan ay 1 lang. 4 minus, by the way, multiply na yan lahat, no? Yung sum, ito ay add, yung, oh, mali pala, plus ito dapat, no? May plus sa gitna. Ito, pinagpares natin, pero plus pa rin yan. Okay, plus. So, ganun din dito. So, yung purely addition problem, nagawa na natin siyang addition problem pa rin, pero may multiply na. Tapos, ano ang maganda dito sa multiply na ito? Makakancel lang sila, halos lahat. At kalahati. Yung pares, 4 minus 3, 1 lang yan. So, wala na siyang effect. 6 minus 5, ito, at 2020 minus 2019. So, 1 lang yan. Okay, so observe, ano yung matitira? Ang matitira ay, napakaganda, 1 plus 2, plus 3 plus 4, plus 5 plus 6, plus, and so on, hanggang 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. So, itong napakahirap na problem ay na-reduce natin into something more familiar. And hanggang makarating tayo sa 2018, 2019, 2020. Pero nagawa na natin to last week. Sana naaalala nyo. Paano lang to gagawin? So we used organizing data dito once. Let's organize our data again. Pero last week, tinawag natin tong change your perspective. Pero organizing data din siya. Again, ang tip ko ay dito sa problem solving na ito, lahat-lahat ng strategies natin, do not take them too seriously. Hindi sila disjoint tools. No? Ibig sabihin, pag ginamit mo yung isa, pwede mo pa rin gamitin yung isa. Kasi they work in synergy. They become more powerful kung gagamitin mo sila sabay-sabay. So, do not take them too seriously. Hindi sila hiwa-hiwalay na tools. That's one holistic tool na pinangalanan lang natin. Okay, so ito. Paano to uli? Yan, pares-pares. Let's organize our data again. Instead of going through the sum one at a time, pares yung pinakamagaan sa pinakamabigat. The sum is 2021. At laging ganun, the next question, how many pairs are there? Okay, there are 2020 numbers. Kung i-pair mo sila, you divide by 2. So that's the answer. 2021 ang sum times 10 pairs, you get this sum. So, yan din pala yung sagot dito sa problem na ito. Okay, very nice. Ang ganda, no? Gumanda bigla yung problem natin. Okay, and the last problem for the day, you reason logically. So, consider an 8 by 8 chessboard with the upper left, upper left, and lower right, removed. Can the board be tiled by 2 by 1 dominoes? Assuming the size is correct, ha? Ibig sabihin, ito ay saktong isang domino yan. Assuming the sizes are correct, can we tile this? By tile, we mean either ganyan. Anong kulay ba? Ito. Either ganito or ganito. At wala nang iba, bawal yung diagonal at bawal mag-overlap. Dapat sakto lang. Can you cover the whole chessboard with dominoes? Sige, dahil last problem na to, please pause the video at pag-isipan. Okay. So, pakisubukan ha. Actually, ito, tile, 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 and so on. So, subukan siyang gawin kung mako-cover mo siya. Okay. So, try as you might. Kahit anong gawin mo, parang, try natin. Ito. Yan ang pinaka-obvious eh. Para siyang snake. Ito. Try as you might. Kahit ano pang configuration ang gawin mo, parang hindi siya magagawa. But again, that's not a proof in math. Kasi kung hindi mo lang siya nagawa, it just means maybe you are not creative enough. Mamaya kaya pala siyang gawin. Posible. Tapos problema na. So, posibleng hindi talaga siya pwede, pero hindi sapat na sabihin mong, sir, wala akong nahanap. So, therefore, hindi siya pwede. So, what is a logical way of doing this? How do we justify, really justify na talagang wala ng butas, na sure tayong hindi siya kayang gawin? Pause the video at pag-isipan. Okay, and the answer is, what's the key insight? How do we reason logically? Whenever you tile, kahit anong pag-tile mo, what do you notice about any tiling? Tingnan maigi. Halimbawa, ito, this is another way of tiling. Ito, another way. And this is also another way. Okay, ano ang common sa kanilang lahat? And it is true for all possible tilings. Okay, and the answer is, whenever you tile, you always cover one white and one black. Laging ganon. One white, one black. White, black. White, black. So, ibig sabihin, and by the way, kung iisipin mo kasi 64 lahat yan, di ba? Nung ni-remove ito, 62 na lang. 62 is still divisible by 2 kasi ito dahil 2 ang nako-cover ng isang domino. So may fighting chance pa siya. Pero napatunayan natin na wala na siya talagang fighting chance pala based on that reasoning. Bakit? Because whenever you use a domino to cover your chessboard, you cover one white and one black. That's always true. Pero when you remove the upper left and lower right, ilan na lang ang natira? You are left with 32 white, walang nabawas sa white, pero nabawasan ka ng dalawang black. So wala na. You cannot form enough pairings. Dahil laging one white, one black. So hindi mo na siya mabubuo. So therefore, the answer is no. Based on that logical reasoning, that we always tile one white and one black. Pero hindi na siya sapat nung nag-remove ka ng dalawang black. Okay, so that's the correct answer already. Maganda, no? Napakasimple ng ating reasoning. And next question, what should you be asking yourself? Pag may nasolve ka sa math, subukan mong i-extend. Okay, next question ay, if you remove one black and one white, kahit saan, the question is, can you cover the chessboard kung isang white at isang black ang tatanggalin? At homework na lang ito, and the answer, surprisingly, is yes. It's always possible. So, pag-isipan kung bakit siya always possible. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, sir, kasi dahil one white, one black yung ni-remove, one white, 31 white, and 31 black ang matitira. So, therefore, kaya siya. Hindi ganun kasimple. Kasi, although may sapat na pairing, parang yung kanina, di ba, nung nag-remove tayo ng dalawa, 62 tiles, 62 na lang yung natitira. When you divide that by 2, you get 31. So, hindi ito sapat na reasoning para sabihing matatile mo siya. Kasi, again, pag isang white, isang black, pag dalawang black ang iyong tinanggal, kahit na 31 pa siya, kahit na 62 divided by 2 ay 31, hindi na natin kaya i-tile. So, ganun din dito. Hindi yan sapat. Kasi pwedeng, kahit na ganito, kahit na may sapat na pairing pala, baka hindi pa rin siya kaya i-tile. So, kailangan patunayan mo talaga na kaya siya. And you can also reason logically by actually creating an algorithm somehow na kapag nag-remove ka ng isang black, isang white, kaya pa rin siyang i-tile. So, pag-isipan kung paano siya gagawin. Okay. So, in closing, itong mga problem-solving skills na ito ay, do not take them too seriously. Pwede mo yan gamitin in tandem. So, pwedeng isang problem, gamitin mo sila lahat. So, pwede yun. Kaya, whenever you solve a problem, wag mo nang i-analyze kung ano ang gagamitin mo specifically. Ang suggestion ko ay, pag nakakita ka ng problem, subukan mo munang i-solve. Kung na-solve mo siya, i-check kung tama yung sagot, edi okay na. Kung hindi, go through this list one at a time. Para lang meron kang, kumbaga, pag when you lose all hope, ito yung magbibigay sa iyo ng liwanag. Parang ganon. So, do not take them too seriously. Sila ay gabay lamang. Okay, thank you.